practice is called the daily energy routine. It will help you boost and restore your energy. It will help you increase your vitality and resilience. It's going to strengthen your immune system, and it's also going to help you to ground. Since I've learned this practice, I have been practicing it every day, and my energy levels have never been better. So I totally swear by this practice. So we're going to get started by coming in doing what we call the 4 thumbs. So we're going to start by just tapping onto our cheekbones. Just taking 2 fingers and tapping as long as you like. And then we're going to shift down to what we call the K27 meridian points. So just find those 2 sort of little knobbly parts on your collarbone, and let's just come down about 1 inch, and you're going to tap there. So if you find any areas that are particularly sore, you want to really tap onto those, because that's really going to help your system. We're then going to come down and just onto our sternum here. We're finding our thymus gland, and we're going to tap here. Now, quite often you'll feel it a little bit sore here, especially if you're feeling run down or you're getting over a cold. So this is a good one for boosting your immune system. And then from here, we're going to just come underneath the brow line, and just about a rib down, we're going to tap here. So this is your spleen points. Now, the other way you could do it, you could either stay here, or you can come onto the sides and you come about 4 inches down from the armpits, and you could tap here. So my suggestion is to find your most tender spots. Now, I usually find that it's mostly tender for me underneath the brow line, so I tend to tap here. And then you can just finish here. The next one we're going to be doing is called the cross crawl. So our energies are supposed to be running diagonally across the body, and sometimes when we're feeling out of balance, it will start going up and down. So we need to change that. So we do the cross crawl. So we just take one opposite leg and the opposite arm across the body. So it's kind of like a marching, but you're taking that arm across the body. Once again, you could do this for however long as you like. Also, if you wanted to add in, if you do a lot of walking, so get into the habit of when you're walking, you take your arms across the body, and that's actually the natural way of recalibrating that energy. We're now going to just move on, and then we're going to take our left hand to our right shoulder and just have a squeeze there, and then just draw it across to the opposite hip. Take your right hand and squeeze the left shoulder, and then draw that across to the opposite hip. And just continue that for a couple more times. Nice. Now we're going to grab hold of our chair. So this is called the Wayne Cook posture. So come sitting down onto your chair. So I'm just going to start by just taking my right ankle just above that left knee. And then I'm going to just reach across. So I'm taking my right hand, I'm just grabbing hold of my heel. And then my left hand is going to scoop underneath that right hand and then catch a hold of that left ankle. And then as I inhale, so I want to take a nice deep inhale in, I'm going to pull up. So inhale, and then exhale as you release it. Inhale, draw up, and exhale, release it. One more time, inhale, draw up, and exhale, release it. Nice. Let's swap our legs over and take that left ankle just above the right knee. And then I'm just reaching across with my left hand, grabbing a hold of the heel, taking my right hand, scooping it underneath, and then inhale as I draw up. Exhale, release down. Inhale, rise it up. And exhale, release down. One more time, so inhale, draw up. And exhale, release down. You can just release your leg. This practice is really good if you've got that inner chaos. So it's going to help you to come back more into balance, help you to think clearer and think with better and see things with a better perspective. If you can't draw your leg up, so we do have another option. You could cross your legs and then we take our hands forward and we're going to just reach my right wrist over top of the left, and then I'm just going to just grab my hand so it's palm to palm and that interlaced, and then I draw it underneath. And then I'm going to take about 4 deep breaths. So inhale and exhale down, so you can have your eyes open or closed. Inhale in and exhale out. We'll do 2 more breaths here. So inhale and exhale out. One last time. Inhale in and exhale out. You can just release your hands there. So that's your option if you can't get your ankle above your knee. Now the other part of this Wayne Cook posture is that we take our fingertips together and our thumbs, we're pressing in nice and hard. And then we're going to take our thumbs and just place them and press in quite hard in between that third eye area and that space between the eyebrows. We're going to take a few nice deep rounds of breath. So inhale and exhale out. Inhale in and exhale out. One last breath. Inhale in and exhale out. We're going to finish this one by just pressing in to that same area with our fingertips, pressing really nice and hard, and then we're going to draw across to our temples. And it's quite a firm press. And then that finishes the Wayne Cook posture, but leads us straight into the crown pull. So we start basically where we left off. So fingers right into that space between the eyebrows, pressing nice and firm, and then pull across to the temples. This time we're going to shift up to the hairline. So still pressing in quite hard, and then just pull out to the sides. So this is going to just create some space in your head. So get rid of all those thoughts. So pressing in, so coming up to the top of the head this time, press in and pull out to the side. And then just keep shifting further back. We're coming all the way to the back of the head, so pressing in and out to the side. And just shifting down to the base of the skull, press in, pull out to the side, and then come down to the neck, pressing in here, and then pull out to the side. I'm then going to just draw my hands down onto my shoulders, have a nice squeeze here, and then just flip that energy off. Nice. And we're going to just move on to the next one. So we're going to be standing up again. So come standing, and I'll just pop the chair over to one side. And this is called connecting heaven to earth. So this just helps you to clear any stagnant energy. So get that energy flowing again and bring in some new, fresh energy. So we're going to start by inhaling and sweeping our arms above our head. And exhale as you draw them into your heart center. Inhale, sweep those hands. And exhale into prayer. And if you know yoga, you'll know that this is very much part of a yoga practice. So inhale. And exhale into prayer. This time I'm going to inhale and take my right hand up towards the ceiling, left hand's down towards the floor, and I'm really stretching my arms apart, and my palms are flat, so I want my palm facing up towards the ceiling and the other palm is facing towards the floor. And you hold the breath when you're up here, and then you exhale it back to your heart center or prayer position. And we go on to the other side, so inhale. Left hand up to ceiling, right hand down towards the floor, stretching as much as you can. And exhale into heart center. We're going to do that one more time on each side. So inhale, hold the breath, and then exhale into prayer. Last time, inhale, left hand up, right hand down, hold the breath. And exhale back to heart center. And this time, as we inhale and sweep our arms, we're going to exhale and swan dive as we fold forward into a standing forward bend. So just relaxing down as much as you can. You can bend as much as you need to into the knees. And now I'm just going to inhale, slightly rising up, and exhale, fold further forward. Inhale, rising up slightly. And then exhale, folding back forward. And from here, I'm going to inhale and sweep my hands up. And exhale into prayer. And we've just got two more here. So we've got the zip up. So if you know you are going into a space around negative people, or it's just a really good practice to do anyway, is to zip up your energy field. So we have what's called the central meridian, and so you don't absorb other people's negative energy. So we just take our hand just in front of the pelvic bone, and then we're just drawing a line up, just up to the bottom of our lip, and it's like, and just pretend that you've got a key and you're turning the lock and you throw away the key. So that's nice and zipped up. We'll just do that one more time. So taking that hand and just sweeping up the body, turning that key, and then throw the key away. And then the last one is called the hook up. So once again, with our central meridian that runs up, it should be hooked up to the governing meridian that runs over top of the head and down the spine. But when you're feeling really out of balance or stressed or just out of sorts, most likely these two have become disconnected, so we need to connect them back up. And we do this simply by placing one finger into our belly button and pressing in and drawing up. If that really doesn't feel comfortable, take it about an inch below the belly button and do the same thing. Press in and draw up. So I'm going to demonstrate the belly button, so just find my belly button there. And then the other finger I place on the third eye point in that space in between the eyebrows. And then as I press nice and hard and firm, I'm going to draw up. And you can hold this anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. And the way that you can tell that it has hooked back up is you'll get this deep feeling to breathe or to sigh as you feel that energy just drawing up the body. And as we're doing this, we've got my little cat Chippy come to visit. And I'm just feeling it coming up just about now. So I'm going to release my hands down. And so that was the daily energy routine. I really hope you enjoy this practice and can bring this into your daily routine.